Good morning. Happy Hump Day. Yes, this looks a little bit rough. I desperately want my hair done. It's not happening until September. And I look tired. Why do I look tired is probably a bit of what my rant will be today, and it will be a rant. So I can now say, because it's out of our house entirely, that thanks to some inconsiderate people, my son got COVID. Managed to go for a year and 5 months hanging out with the same friend group, following protocols, doing what we need to do, stayed safe, introduced not a brand new friend, someone he's known, into the mix. And, like the kid, he's been over before, pre-COVID. Anyways, comes down at our house for 4 days and then tells us, once my son started feeling sick, that, oh yeah, my brother tested positive for COVID. I tested negative, but sorry, didn't tell you that we were going for testing and waiting for testing back. I even met his mother face to face because she wanted to meet me to make sure that her kid was okay and it was fine for him to be coming over. Probably the best time then to tell me, hey, by the way, my kids have been exposed and I've taken them for testing. Are you sure you want my son over at your place? And my answer would have been a flat out no. How about we wait until he's cleared his quarantine and we have test results back. So to those people who think that it is a joke and who the fuck cares and it's fine, here's the lesson in that. So I live with my parents who are in their 70s. My dad has COPD, heart disease. My mom has limited chest capacity, lung capacity. So they're at high risk. Okay, fine. They've both been fully vaccinated. I've been fully vaccinated. My son, unfortunately, has not been fully vaccinated. I'm trying to get him to be. So the kids in my house don't know yet that my son's feeling sick because it took a few days and then he comes. So we go down and visit my 96-year-old aunt on her birthday. As why wouldn't we? Nothing was going on in our house. We didn't have symptoms. As far as we knew, nobody in the house had any kind of symptoms. We go and visit her. 96. Assisted living retirement home. My mom also goes to visit her 89-year-old sister in a retirement home on the Sunday. Goes into her room. That's fine. Zach had other friends over because these were the same friend groups over. So now my 96-year-old aunt had to be quarantined in her room until we got our test results back, which thankfully were negative. She had to have the nice long Q-tip shoved up to her brain for a test. That's always fun. My 89-year-old aunt couldn't go out for a long-awaited lunch date with her girlfriends because she couldn't risk possibly bringing it in to there. Now, luckily, she wasn't quarantined, or unluckily, I don't know. I'm not really keen on the home that she's in for their protocols, but whatever. So she missed out on that. The three of us had to go and get tested. My son felt deathly ill, and I had to take him to Emerge, where they wouldn't let me in, even though he is a minor and I should have been able to go in. But anyways, Nurse Ratchet stopped me at the door. I will say South Lake called the following day to make sure that he was okay. He still can't taste or smell. He still has a bad cough, but he's on the mend and thankfully, wasn't super serious and had to be in the hospital. His friends, of course, had to go and get tested, and they, unlike us, come from a large family in their house, so they were exposed. And then I, of course, couldn't get into the office at work. Now, it didn't stop me from working, but a pain in the ass. That's probably the minor piece, but a pain in the ass for me and my team of coworkers. So, and here's so thank you. I will say, I said to Zach, this was a learning moment to say that these people do have some money. I said, money does not necessarily, I'm not saying for all people, but does not necessarily buy brains, common sense, or common decency, which was clearly this case. I also have not received a phone call or any kind of thing to say, hey, sorry, this may have been us, nothing. So fuck off, kiss my ass, and thanks for spreading the wealth. So now I'm going to go to vaccines. And I know everybody has their own opinion about vaccines. I'm a pro-vaccine. Let's see, smallpox, we no longer have vaccine. Measles, we only have in those groups where they think that the measles vaccine causes autism, which is not scientifically proven. Thank you, Jenny McCarthy. Love your blonde hair and the fact that it was coincidental. But no measles, no chicken pox, except in people that don't get it. Polio, where did it come back? In places where people weren't vaccinated. And the list probably goes on. When you go to another country, you get vaccinated for hepatitis. People don't even think twice about it when they're going to go to a foreign country and do that. Whatever. I get it. If you've got a medical reason why you can't have it, you've got an allergy or some other kind of shit, I get it. To those of you who are holistic and I don't put foreign shit in my body, but I'm going to eat plant-based burgers, plant-based sausages, you are a special kind of stupid. And you're putting toxins into your body because let's just say that a plant-based burger isn't real and is processed and manufactured to be that way. So whatever, I have no words for you except, again, fuck off. Get your vaccine so the world can get back going. And I'm going to say this. So the kid that came over was vaccinated. I'm assuming his brother was vaccinated because they also took a trip to Mexico in a pandemic. So that's cool. But and yet they passed it. They passed it on. They got it. They've probably figured that my son's friend was a false negative in order to have passed it on to my son that way. And yes, he had his vaccine, but here's the kicker. So he was vaccinated, but he wasn't the least bit sick. My son, unvaccinated, sick as a dog. The three of us in our house, fully vaccinated, didn't get it, not sick, fine, fully functioning. Get your vaccine. And if not, then stay the fuck away from us. Because honest to God, and stay home. Like, please stay home. I get it. You don't want your human rights infringed on. I don't want mine either. So stay home. And I guess that's all I have to say. I am absolutely grateful that our family is fine. Please. And yeah, my kid isn't vaccinated. He still isn't. I don't know. Now I can't get him vaccinated for a little while, because he's had it. I am hoping he's going to change his mind. If he wants to go away with us next year when we celebrate my 50th birthday, he's going to have to get his vaccine, which I guess is when a lot of people are going to get their vaccine. So hopefully those who have said they didn't want to get it for whatever reason, obviously couldn't have been that serious for you, and you were just trying to make your mark on society and claim your free rights, because you're going to do it if you need to travel. So again, fuck off. I'm not telling my son to fuck off. He is only going to be 16, and yes, they need to make their own decisions. We are definitely encouraging him in our house. And he will find out. He's not against it entirely. He just doesn't want to be the first. You know, I still want to push it. I still think it's the right thing to do. So anyhow, I hope everybody has a great Wednesday. It is foggy, but it's still nice. We're all breathing the air. And I finally got out a rant, and it feels good. And one day my hair, even though my hair is clean, it looks greasy as shit because I've never had such black roots, and blonde, yellowy hair in a really long time. But anyways, that's what it is. I still love me. And good day to y'all.